Good morning. Welcome to Old Fine Zen. I am Jan, and it's early like Sunday morning. And do you see my sidekick back there? I hope he stays asleep. He is so cute, isn't he? That's Ollie. And I just love him. Anyway, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about how the term letting go is kind of hard to explain. And they were trying to explain it to somebody, and, you know, that person was going, what does that mean? Like, stop thinking, or you just do nothing, or you're not thinking of anything. And it came to me what it means to me. And so I told her, and I'd like to share it with you. Do you know when you're doing something, you're in the middle of a task at hand, and it's something you're enjoying, and you realize suddenly that 30 minutes have gone by or an hour, and you see the clock and you go, wow, when did that happen? You've been so involved, so focused. You're in the flow. That's what's called the flow. And what that is letting go. Your mind is no longer taken up with thinking about yesterday or worried about tomorrow, pulled into the future. You are solely in that moment, doing whatever task it is that you're in the middle of. So if you're a runner, it's when you're running, you're in the flow. Or if you're a painter, it's when you're painting that beautiful picture or painting a house, you're in the flow of doing it, and you're concentrating so much on your task at hand that you're in the moment. You have let go of everything else. That is what letting go is. It's being in the flow. And I know you've all experienced it, doing something that you're passionate about and you're enjoying it so much, and you lose all concept of time. That's letting go. And it's a wonderful place to be. I think it was about 3 days ago, I was talking with an elderly woman. She is in her 90s, and she was sharing this really personal story about losing her grandchild about 30 years ago. And this was when I was talking with her, it was right before St. Patrick's Day. And she was sharing with me how that holiday is so painful for her family, and everybody else is so joyful and partying and having a good time. It was really a hard time for her. And I was looking in her eyes while she was telling me this story, and she had these blue eyes, faded blue. Now, I can't tell you they were beautiful, sparkly blue. They were faded. They were eyes that have seen a lot in her past years. And I'm looking in her eyes, and I'm watching them tear up as she's telling me her story. And I was in the flow of that. I was nowhere else but with her, listening to this really heartfelt story. That's letting go. That's being with whatever it is, wherever you are at that time. And if I were to recommend anything to anyone, I would say spend more time in the flow. There are little things that happen all the time during your days that take you into that flow, but we don't even notice it. It comes and it's gone in a second. But if you can start becoming aware of it. This morning when I was walking this guy, it was really early, it was still dark, it's still dark. And I hear all these birds just chirping away, and it's dark, and I had never noticed that before. And I thought, do birds always start singing before it's light out, or is this some special event? And I don't know. I'll have to pay more attention. But I just stood there and was listening to him, and I was really in the flow. I had let go of everything else. I had just moved into that moment, the flow. We need to spend more time in the flow, letting go. So maybe meditation is that for you. I know it is for me. And I know that when I teach my classes during the week, I'm in the flow. I'm not thinking about grocery shopping or errands I have to do or what's coming up next week. I am strictly in that class teaching. So let's close our eyes. Maybe we can get in the flow for a moment. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, get comfortable. Take your shoes off if you can. Begin to relax. Let your arms rest comfortably, your hands and your fingers. Allow your legs to get heavy. Even wiggle your toes a little bit and then let them stretch. You can even roll your head in a little circle to relax your neck. Soften your mouth, your cheeks, the jaw, your eyes, the eyelids. Sink towards yourself, not outwards, just inwards a little bit, feeling the eyebrows soften and relax. Tilt the head down a little bit. Feel your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Follow the rhythm of your breath. You don't have to think about your breath. You can just follow it in and back out. The belly softens. The muscles down the back start to release, and you settle in to your own personal flow. We've slowly moved into spring from a long winter. And there still may be days of winter to come, but soon after there will be the flowers blooming, more birds singing, and the air becoming warmer. And the seasons continue to change. Time keeps moving. We keep changing as well. We keep learning and growing and understanding. And we keep making mistakes. And that's normal. We accept our mistakes. We own our mistakes. And we do better. We've decided long ago to stop worrying about the things we cannot control. We've decided to stop trying to control people and how they act. We have decided to take on the responsibility of paying attention to ourselves and our own actions. To pay attention to our thoughts and what we think and how we think. To ease up a little bit on our judgments of other people and judgments of ourselves. And we find that our daily life is a little bit easier when we do these things. And And we've decided to find more flow in our life, in our daily life, to find that thing or things that we feel passionate about, whether it's spending more time outside, perhaps volunteering for a cause, or maybe calling those people that we rarely call anymore. You know, we won't always be here, nor will they. That tomorrow only lies on a calendar of fools. There's so many things we've learned, and we will continue to learn. So we remain steady and steadfast in our journey. We remain committed to the things that we want and that we need to do. And that every morning we start over. So let's start over this morning. Let's turn over a new leaf. Let's find some more flow in our life. I hope we can agree with that. Breathe it in. Feel it, believe it, and let's do it. As we bring our meditation to a close this morning, let's feel the strength and the power that we can do what we choose to do. Let's put our mind to it. And now if you would reopen your eyes and come back, or you can keep them closed if you'd like. I hope that this following week is a good week for you. I hope every week is a good week for you. I know that I personally am going to really devote my focus on a little bit more flow, because I have a feeling that towards the end of our lives, we don't want to look back and think, I should have done that, right? We want to look back and say, I'm glad I tried that, because my heart told me I should. So have a good day. Thank you for joining me, and take care of yourself. And Ollie says goodbye. He was a good boy. He didn't start to bark or jump off the chair. So take care of yourself. Bye.